I haven't done any videos on this Brexit situation, and the reason I haven't is because I think we need to give this at least a couple of weeks or more to let the dust settle. Now, at the present time, in my opinion, the United Kingdom as a whole is not going to leave the European Union. Why do I say that? Number one, David Cameron is not going to invoke Article 50. So there's going to have to be a vote to name a successor for him. And the quote-unquote current frontrunner, Boris Johnson, now all of a sudden wants to slow down and soft pedal Great Britain leaving the EU. Number two, Scotland and Northern Ireland can veto the move. Number three, the people in Great Britain aren't stupid. They know that Scotland absolutely wants to stay within the EU, as does Northern Ireland. And if they were, in fact, really going to leave, that would trigger a new vote by Scotland to separate from the United Kingdom. Now, they just had a vote, I believe, within the past year or so to stay, but that was obviously based on the United Kingdom staying within the EU. With the United Kingdom, quote unquote, England, Wales, Northern Ireland, and Scotland, those are the four countries of the United Kingdom. If two of those four want to leave the United Kingdom, that would more than likely change the face and strength of the United Kingdom, and I don't think for the good. The fourth, fifth, sixth reasons are economic. The world financial markets depend on, obviously, the United States, but in a secondary, I shouldn't say secondary, to a lesser but very strong role, the London markets. The European Union allows all of the major transactions to flow through London, which employs a tremendous number of people in the financial industry and derives a tremendous amount of revenue from the financial industry. They're allowed to do this because they are part of the United Kingdom, and they have what you call a passport system that allows unfettered access to all of the European financial markets. So London operates basically as a broker and then funnels, and everything comes through London and is funneled into Europe. The EU more than likely would strip London of its passport unless it gave unfettered movement of the people of the various countries in Europe into England. And that's one of the key reasons why Brexit, quote unquote, passed, because the people that voted for it to leave the United Kingdom wanted to stop basic immigration. Without that passport system, London could not function effectively as a broker for the financial markets in Europe. So again, I want to let the dust settle, because the people already have a petition going that they have 3.5 million signatures on, which triggers Parliament to discuss having a second referendum initiated in order to confirm that the people of the United Kingdom want to leave the EU. And I believe that if there's a second vote, they're not going to vote to leave. If that in fact occurs, a tremendous amount of money is going to be recovered, because at the present time, approximately $2 trillion worth of equity has come out of the various financial markets. And that's just over Friday and Monday. Today's Tuesday. A lot of that money will obviously flow back in over the next couple of months, but I think the majority of that money will flow back in if there's a second referendum and Great Britain stays. If they leave, that may be the linchpin for France to leave, the Netherlands to leave, and several other countries to leave, which would in effect be the breakup of the European Union, which the Iranians, the Chinese, and the Russians would greatly appreciate, because it would diminish the economic and social power of the Europe as a whole, leaving, I guess, just us as a counterbalance against the Russians, against the Chinese, and the Iranians, not so much. I think, my opinion, they're fairly under control. But Russia is flexing its muscles, and I do not want us, as usual, be the first line of defense against them and the Chinese. So let's give this Brexit situation a couple of weeks and see how it's panning out.